So that's my introduction, so to speak, but I do things a certain way, and I've always done that for you. So I understand the other video was cutting out a bit. But like everything that happens in life, I noticed that I'm going to not just pretend it didn't happen. I'm aware of it. A lot of times, the things that you weren't going to understand fully at the age that you were at, I didn't tell you. And it'll be the same because you're 14. So I was praying about the things we talked about. I wanted to make sure that I was giving you good advice and that I didn't want to come off weird. I know what's been said about me. It's not really my intention to do anything but be myself, your dad, your father, and help in any way I can. And I promised you once that I would be there for Christmas. And there's a whole story of why that didn't happen the way you wanted it to. But I have a wife. Me and her play soccer sometimes, and we have those same I'm choosing what I want to talk about in this video and speaking in a way that only you and I will know. Moments that we discussed that you and your boyish charm and handsome good looks and learned abilities that you've applied in your life have led you to possibly catch the attention of someone that would reinforce your thought process of what exactly the ladies love. Boy, I know what the ladies love. Okay. Although no one really, it's still a mystery. So take things slow. But I'm happy for you, and it's gonna be something good for you. It's gonna be a piece of your life that is going to add a lot of happiness and frustration at times, but I'm happy for you. I am delighted. I really am, Clayton. If I was there in person, I would say the same exact thing that I am saying right now. You have a lot to look forward to, and some great things are headed your way. When you understand, I used to tell you that you were like a knight, and we would play Spider-Man and things like that. It wouldn't be a good thing for me to do if I didn't tell you, but you are going to grow a lot more in your interactions as far as the more you notice God in your life. That's monumentally important. Because our family is a special family, our special um, blood that's in us, in you, and also our family has God's favor on it. So you should be respectful and grateful for that in your life, because it's what set you apart. It's what sets you apart in a lot of ways. Each member of our family is favored and protected by God. So you have a dad that's a preacher, first of all, so you should expect some differences, but I'm a different kind of preacher. I've been in some very, very hard situations. Like you have been in hard situations, and just like those videos may have cut off, made the best of it, as I am doing now. So all I can do is try and use what happened and then restore the parts of it in our relationship through my side of the story and through the things you may not have known, such as phone calls or me fighting with your grandparents. And a lot of it sometimes is over you and your happiness. A lot of it is going to be seen differently from each member of the Thomas family's perspective. And this is between me and you. What's between me and them is between the understanding they had at the time of what I was doing or what God told me to do. So I'm still the same in that aspect. And a lot has been going on since you were about this tall. So when you were about this tall, we were going to church. And then a lot of things changed. You know, the situation with Brandy, you know how that was, if you remember, mini school and all of these things you may not want to bring up. They're important because I do want you to see now what you may not have understood, because no one can tell you what you understood when you were that age. And I don't want it to become something that carries resentment as far as how you view my love for you, because you don't have a full understanding of it until you actually know the story and all of the things that were going on, all of the people involved, how it held me back from what I wanted for you and what I felt was important that you had instilled in you. That was going to help you once you turned 14. And I still want to do that now, because someday you'll turn 18. And let you live your life. But with the most available moments that not a lot of people get to experience. You have to look at your life. There's not many as good looking as you. I mean, let's just be honest here. There's not many that have your talents or your mind, your wit, your charm, your personality. That sets you apart right there. There's not many that have grandparents that have them sit down and read the Bible. There's not many that have grandparents, and you got to give them credit because they kind of got a situation thrust upon them as far as not understanding all of these terms and hardships that came with the people we were all involved with, all of the new things that were new to them. But me and you, from 7 months old, we had gone through it. We kind of understood. We kind of knew how things were going to go, and that's part of the past that still makes you that unique and sometimes loner that I know you are. I was the same way. When you use what happened to your advantage, as far as, well, this does kind of give me a mysterious type of vibe, I guess, and remove the parts that can lead to anger and things like that. And you're looking at it, well, this is what happened, this is what molded me, this is why I am the way I am now. But you're willing to do the hard things sometimes, and you see why afterwards. That's part of growing up. One thing is to not let how people are acting around you or what they're saying. Always have your own mind. And some people may not understand what's happening with you at 14. And it may not seem like they understand what you understand. There's going to be a lot of you attempting to figure things out based on what's important to you. But remember that you're always loved by me. You're always going to be special. You're always going to be living this story. And it's your story, Clayton. And the fact that you approach things the way you approach things is part of who you are. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing that you made the decision to have compassion. It's a good thing that you decided what type of man you want to be. You're going to continue growing into that based on your experiences, but learn from them and realize you're stronger and wiser than most of the people that you're going to be interacting with, that you'll have a different point of view. You be the leader in that situation. Don't be too much of a follower. You'll know what's right and what's wrong. You have to look at yourself in the mirror. As long as you can do that, you're all right. So I'm working right now on how I'm going to make sure that I keep that promise about Christmas, okay? I love you.